Hi, my YouTube family. How y'all doing today? Oh, it's another beautiful day outside. It's really hot, so I just went to Publix real quick to pick up some ingredients because now I am finna show you guys how I make fresh soup for my husband. And today's soup on the menu is going to be potatoes and parsley soup. Yeah, he loves crazy stuff, right? So I am going to show you guys how I do it. Some of it probably is going to be cut just for time purposes, like when I get ready to cut the potatoes, when I get ready to cut up the turnips. That would be time consuming. I might show you how I do the onions and the parsley and stuff. But let me right now, instead of me just going down the line, tell you what I'm finna use, let me just show you what I'm finna use. Here we go. Black pepper, olive oil, a third of yellow, orange, red pepper. I'm gonna use a whole green pepper. I'm using about 7 garlic cloves, about 6 or 7 of them. Fresh parsley, a little bit of scallion. They're gonna 2 brands of turnips, 2 onions, some thyme. I'm not gonna cut the whole bag of potatoes, maybe half a bag of the potatoes. And I might. I'll think about using the butter. It depends on the butter. And I'm gonna show you the steps before I actually add the ingredients, what I actually do to the water. Okay, I'm gonna prep for my water first because I usually pre-let my water boil if I'm gonna do a soup to get the water with a little bit of flavor. So I'm gonna cut up this scallion here. Cut this up. Cut up this parsley. I'm gonna take the stem, just a little bit of the stem off. Here. And put this away. Just a little bit because, you know, parsley is very, very strong when it's fresh. So you don't need a lot. You just need a little bit. This is going into the water. I have the water over there getting hot, getting ready to boil. But when it boils, I am going to add this in there. Yeah, sometimes when I'm making a soup, I like to have my soup, the water, getting ready for everything to go inside. And when I'm doing meat, if I'm gonna do a meat in it, I usually do the same thing. I prep the water, but I also boil. It depends on the meat. I boil it first because sometimes meats need a pre-boil, like oxtails or neck bones. They need pre-cleaning. So I put them in a separate pot of boiling water, and then I let them boil for about 5 minutes. Then I take them to the sink and rinse them off. So the onions, I usually just dice them long. Hold on. I have a garbage here. I usually dice them just like this, just a couple of dices like that. Like that. Give them one good soft smash, and you can hear that juice of the onion. Just, you hear the juice of the onion. And that's all you want to do right there. This is what's going in the boiling water. You're going to take the black pepper over there, the olive oil, and the thyme. I'm gonna take you guys over there. Let me wash my hands because I do have to touch the camera. So I do have my dishwater here. I'm gonna take you on this side so you can see me putting it into the water. Oh, and I almost forgot to tell you about the garlic. I take each garlic clove and I do the same thing. I just take it, smash one by one, just to release the flavor of the garlic. One by one, just to open up the flavors in it, because a lot of times the flavor is locked in there. It's not out. It's locked in there. Then it gets boiled and you're missing all the flavor from the well, for my husband, not for me. From anything. But everything has a flavor. If you put it in like that, it's all locked up. It's not coming out. So I usually do that, smash them like that, just to get the flavors out. Okay, so we're gonna head over to our pot. Okay, my water is boiling. I almost forgot to show that part. Sorry, YouTube. Okay, let's switch around so I can put the ingredients in. Okay, so I was putting in some olive oil. Olive oil inside, maybe cap. I don't know. I don't measure. I mean, as you guys get to know me, I just look at my food and realize what I need to put inside and what needs to go inside. So I'm gonna add my black pepper. Uh-oh, look like I'm almost out. I don't know. If I'm gonna be showing you guys how I cook, maybe I need to start adding, measuring it. I don't know. I don't measure. I never did. I've been cooking for a while. And maybe shake a little bit at a time because thyme is strong too. But this is not fresh thyme because, I don't know. My husband bought this here, but I rather use fresh stuff because I like cutting it up. I did olive oil. So now I'm just going to add everything that I cut up earlier inside. Actually, I need my knife. 1 second. Okay, I need my knife so I can scrape everything into the water. Scrape everything into water and then give it a little stir. Now the reason that I put this in is because I need this onions, the scallions, the thyme, the olive oil, the onion, the garlic, all this to marinate in the water. So I'm gonna let this boil for a little bit while I go back over here and start cutting up my potatoes and my turnip for the soup. See you inside. Woohoo! Follow me to the other side. Hi guys. So we're gonna get ready now to, I am not gonna go show you guys the whole process of me cutting all these potatoes up, turnips up. I'll show you the beginning process of me peeling them like this. Sorry, peeling them like this with my peeler. I peel them, take my time and peel each one like that. Once I get it all peeled all the way around like that, I take my knife, cut that part off, cut that part off. If there's any more, I go back and peel it. So I'm going to continue to peel these, and I'll come back when I get ready to cut them. Okay, so I have my turnips peeled. I have my rutabaga peeled as well. I don't know if I was talking about this rutabaga, but yeah, this is the rutabaga and these are the turnips, okay? So what I normally do is I cut them and maybe cut them in half and then cut them like this. Oh, this is creepy. That was really stuck together. I cut them in half and then I cut them in 3 slices. Like that. Because my husband loves to taste these things. So, half. Then I cut them in 3 slices. Diagonal. I don't go straight down. I go like a V. Now these take longer than potatoes take, so I would put these in probably, I would say 30 minutes before they're ready, just to, now this rutabaga is pretty big, so I will be slicing that again, and then the end of it, you know, and I'll still give it, 3 slices, because you like to taste them. Make these a little smaller because they take longer to cook. If I get a nice size out of them, they won't take that long to cook. You know, you guys could add more flavors to y'all soup. It's just our preference, what my husband likes and what I like, because, you know, and I don't, if you notice, if you've been watching me for a while cooking, you notice that I never say salt. Is because I have very, very high blood pressure. So I don't put salt in my food because a lot of times seasonings already have salt in them. So I make sure that, I don't put any salt in my food because everything else have salt in it. Majority, I try to get some seasoning that say no salt, but now they're just making stuff. And Mrs. Dash, sometimes I used to use her, but then I just started going fresh. Everything, I just like to cut stuff up since I've been cooking. Since we moved in this house and I have more space to cook in my kitchen. So now I do a lot of cooking, which I love to do. So I need to go over here and check the water to see how it's looking. You guys want to go back on the other side with me? We could walk together. Okay, let's take a look at the water to see how it looks. Let's see. Okay, you see? Okay, so I don't think I need to put any butter in it because I'm liking the way that it's looking now. Yeah, see? It has that nice brown color. Yeah, I don't need to add the butter in it. So let's go get the vegetables and put inside. Follow me. So let's get the vegetables here and we're gonna take them back to the other side. Here we go. I'm gonna take them and just dump them in the water. See, that water looks so good. It's already seasoned. The water is already seasoned. You see it? It's already seasoned. So now these are gonna take up all that flavor in the water. Instead of just doing plain water. You see? So now I'm gonna let these, I thought I seen something, yeah, I did see one. Now I'm gonna let these boil probably for about 30 minutes, maybe 30 minutes, 45 minutes at the most. See those caramelized onions? Perfect, look at there. Okay, let that come to a nice boil for the next 30, 40 minutes. Let's go do those potatoes. Since I like the way the water look, I don't think I'm gonna use this butter, so I'm gonna put it back in my fridge. Now, let's start on these potatoes. I'm gonna peel some for the sake of the video because I don't know exactly how many I'm gonna peel, but I'm gonna peel some of them. Then I will come back to show you guys how I'm gonna slice these up too. So I'm gonna let you see me peel one here. I leave some of the skin. The skin is not, you don't have to be 100% off with the red potato. I love the red potatoes. When I'm gonna do baked potato, I use Idaho. So they're good for boiling, the Idaho potato. So it's one down, and I will be back when I get ready to show you guys how I'm gonna cut them. Okay, potatoes are peeled. I peeled 6 potatoes. So now I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna cut these potatoes because I'm gonna cut them different from the way I cut the turnips in the Rutabaga. First, I need a glass bowl. Some water in here because you know, every cook knows, if you don't put these potatoes in water, you're gonna have some brown potatoes. Okay? So what I normally do is I cut it in half, right? Cut it again. You know how you do potato salad? Exactly. Exactly. Because you just want the flavor of the potatoes in there. You don't want both to taste the same. That's a piece of skin. What is the skin? Oh, I like the way that skin looks. Piece of skin. Because you want to distinguish which potato that you're eating. You know, because I used to just cut them all at the same, and he used to be like, which one is the potato, and which one is the rutabaga, and which one is da 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 da. So I just decided that I would start cutting each one different, because I did cut those different too. So he would distinguish between which one he's eating. See, I cut them in cubes like this. I do cubes. Like that. Cut cubes. So, when I finish cutting these back, I'll be back to talk to you guys some more. just for the sake of the time of the video, you know, me just sitting here cutting potatoes. You guys are watching me cut potatoes and you get the concept of what I'm doing. So I'm gonna cut it and then I'll be back when I'm finished with the potatoes. Last potato cut up into the water. Give them a good rinse off. Let them sit in this water until my turnips and my rutabaga get ready. So let's let that sit right here. I'll keep picking stuff off because sometimes I like the way that skin looks. Okay. So remember, I still have my peppers here. Now, the reason I haven't put the peppers in is because I want them to have a little firmness to them when they go in. Because I like for them to have a little firmness to them because you know how sometimes, well, a lot of times when you boil your peppers, and if you boil them too much, they get real smushy and soft and they don't have that nice firmness to them. So I usually put them in around the same time I put the potatoes in. That way, you get that good flavor. And I don't cut them small. I give chunks of them. So you have that nice taste of the pepper. When you bite down on the vegetables, when you bite down on the potato, you know, you get this nice crunch. You know, I don't put all that other stuff in there because if I'm cooking potato soup or I'm cooking whatever I'm cooking, I don't use too much other ingredients to hide the taste that I'm cooking. If I'm cooking chicken, I want to taste chicken. I don't want to taste salt. I don't want to taste black pepper. I don't want to taste hot sauce. Because I figure like, if you like chicken, you like the way chicken tastes. So you only use stuff that brings out the flavor of whatever you're cooking. So, all I do is chunk these in some nice chunk pieces like that. And they will go inside of with my potatoes. Yes, that's why I haven't cooked these yet. Because I just want these to go in with my potatoes. Oh, I love, and when I get ready to make something like this sometimes, when I add meat inside of it, look here, guys. Y'all don't understand. That water marinating over there, and I'm cutting up all these vegetables and whatever I'm gonna put in the meat. Oh my God, let that water marinate with the juices. Whatever seasoning that I put on my meat, I put it in the water. So, and I let that marinate boil for a good, maybe 10 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. That's all you need for marinating water when you want the water to catch all the flavors. So when you put whatever you put in the water don't take it off because it's already in the water. So you just put it in there and everything just comes together. Oh, it's beautiful. It is. I love cooking. My family knows me. I love to cook. I've never changed about cooking. I don't change new style. I am old school. My sister always asks me, she says, Tina, I still be trying to make your macaroni and cheese. You still do it the old fashioned way? I say, I sure do. Yeah. I still go get all my cheeses. I still cut up my, I use 4 different cheeses. I still do cheese. I still crack my eggs. I still pour my milk in there. Everything. My pasta's still the same, everything. My potato salad, I still take my time, peel them, cut them. Everything is the same. Just never, you don't change tradition. You don't change tradition, you really don't. You're supposed to try to keep it. That's even when you're growing up with your children. You know, my kids, they keep in my tradition. My daughter calls me all the time when she wants to make something. She don't try to figure it out because you like what you like. So let's go over here and check on my turnips, roots, and my rutabaga. Yes, go. Look how it's floating to the top. Let me tell y'all something. When it starts floating, look at those onions. When it starts floating to the top, that's when you know it's almost ready. That's with anything. You just put it, because I have it where it's like really, oh my goodness. Look at it. See the flavors in the water? See? Okay, so I'm gonna let this simmer for another maybe 30 minutes. And we're gonna come back and add the potatoes and the peppers. Hey, so let me tell you how I eat weird. You guys gonna see that a lot. This is what I'm taking a break while I'm waiting on this to finish boiling. I'm eating this. This is tres leche bread pudding. It's so good. I love tres leche. I love bread pudding too. Now, this is a weird combination, right? Who knows what? Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. Let me get it from this way. Look at that. And then you take that bread pudding with that raisin right there. That raisin. It's so good. It's almost ready. I have the vegetables waiting too, right there to go in. And I have the potatoes still sitting here in the water, waiting. I'm gonna put the potatoes and the vegetables in at the same time because I want them to have the same consistency. When the potatoes get ready, I just want the peppers to have a little firmness to them, not mushy. I just want to show y'all what I'm doing behind the scenes while I'm waiting on that. Okay, so I'll check in with you guys when it's time to put the potatoes in and the vegetables. Let's check. Ooh. We ready. We is so ready. We is so ready. See that piece of garlic right there? Look at it. So I am going to toss in the vegetables. And let's go get the potatoes. Alrighty. So I gotta drain the water off the potatoes because the water is, remember, the potatoes been soaking in the water. We don't need the water because the water has already been marinated, seasoned up. We don't need to add just plain water. So we're gonna take the potatoes back over. We're gonna add them to the pot. And now we're gonna let the potatoes cook. Remember, potatoes only take about 10 minutes at the most. Yeah, they only take 10 minutes. If you cut them, like I just cut them really small, like I do when I do potato salad, potatoes only take 10 minutes in boiling water. Yeah, only 10 minutes. Not bad. Look at all that. All that goodness. Huh?
You better destroy my case.
Okay. Oh, no, I won't do that. We'll be back when this gets ready. All right, let's check in. And we have a winner. Look at that. You see, the vegetables are perfect. Perfect. All right, I'm gonna turn it off now. Okay, my YouTube family, we have a winner. Soup is finished and ready to eat. Yeah, I have to just wait on my husband. We're gonna sit down and eat together. It's over there marinating and all the seasonings, because you know, once you turn it off, all those flavors start to sit in and marinate together, and it makes it even better. Oh, especially the next day. Everyone knows soup left over from the next day, always thumbs up. So, on that note, don't forget to like, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell so you guys be notified when the next video is up. And don't forget to follow me down in my social media account on that link down in my bio. So y'all have a very blessed day. Okay? Bye.